During the 19th century, the Star-Spangled Banner became our nation's most beloved patriotic song. It gained special significance during the Civil War, a time when many Americans turned to music to express their love they felt for the ideals and values represented by the flag of the United States of America. We will begin by playing the national anthem. While we wish we could have seen all of our families, friends, and supporters of the Kansas Veterans Cemetery at Fort Riley, Manhattan, please know that you are in our hearts and minds this Memorial Day weekend. While the COVID-19 pandemic has been challenging for all of us, Americans are at their best when they pull together for a common cause. That is when we work together to overcome challenges. Although this pandemic is unprecedented, we will overcome this challenge as well, together. I would like to welcome each of you to our annual Memorial Day ceremony. On behalf of the Kansas Commission on Veterans Affairs Office, Eric Rolander, our Cemetery Program Director, Heidi Goff, Assistant Cemetery Program Director, and the rest of our staff, we welcome you and thank you for your support of our veterans and the Kansas Veterans Cemetery Program. Every minute of every hour of every day, Americans enjoy the blessings of a peace-loving nation. Blessings protected by the selfless service of men and women in uniform standing lonely watches on far distant ramparts of freedom, and when necessary, standing fast against the forces of fear and tyranny. For more than 2 centuries, untold numbers of Americans have answered the call to duty. Freedom is our cause, but freedom does not come free, and many have paid the ultimate price. They truly deserve to be remembered. The America we know would not be the same were it not for the men and women we honor on Memorial Day. Each small American flag placed on each grave represents not only that person's service to the military, but also their service to each and every one of us. They gave all they had to give, and we owe our freedom, our happiness, and our lives in gratitude. As we play America the Beautiful, we will place wreaths in memory of the tomb of the unknowns and all of our fallen heroes whose memory we honor today. I will now read the ranks, names, and branch of service for each veteran who have their final resting place in the Kansas Veterans Cemetery at Fort Riley, Manhattan over this past year. We honor them for their service. Chief Warrant Officer Gerald Adams, Army. Private Brian Artis, Army. Sergeant First Class Scott Aythorpe, Army. Corporal Vernon Aouen, United States Marine Corps. Master Sergeant Leslie Axton, Army. Staff Sergeant John Ayer, Army National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Roger Boddicker, United States Marine Corps. Master Sergeant Morris Beckman, Army. Specialist 5 Kent Buford, Army. Colonel Paul Bean, Army. Lieutenant Colonel Elmer Blankenhagen, Army. Airman First Class Charles Brooks, Sr., United States Air Force. Petty Officer Third Class Billy Brubaker, Navy. Private First Class Lauren Buxman, Army. Sergeant First Class Roy Chamberlain, Army. Command Sergeant Major Raymond Code Jr., Army. Corporal William Cochran, Navy, Army. Specialist 4 Charles Cook, Army. Sergeant First Class Keith Dickman, Army. Private Edward Emons, Army. Specialist 5 Eric Erickson, Army. Staff Sergeant Joe Estrada, Army. Specialist 5 Harry Fink, Army. Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Forkenbrock, Army. Sergeant First Class Gerald Fortier, Army. Sergeant First Class Magdalena Gamble, Army. Staff Sergeant Frederick Gross, Army National Guard. Corporal Frederick Hackerott, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Third Class Alan Hall, Navy. Master Sergeant John Hanson, Army. Specialist 4 Stephen Hinkle, Army. Specialist 4 Alan Hilton, Army. Master Sergeant Willie Hunter, Army. Sergeant First Class Mark Jackson, Army. Sergeant First Class Robert Jackson, Army. Staff Sergeant Darrell Jordan, Army. Sergeant Victor Hillman, Army. Petty Officer Third Class Eugene Larson, Navy. Second Lieutenant John Levin, Army National Guard. Major John Lindholm, United States Air Force Reserve. Sergeant David Lofton, Army. Captain Charlotte Love, Army. Staff Sergeant George Mayor Sr., Army. Sergeant First Class Jerry Maloney, Army. Corporal Marvin Marsh, Army. Staff Sergeant Gerald Matthews, Army. Sergeant First Class William McLaughlin, Army. Sergeant First Class Robert McPherson, Army. Aviation Cadet Richard Millsap, Navy. Specialist 4 Jimmy Nelson, Army. Staff Sergeant George Norris, Army. Private Jose O'Connor, Army. Sergeant First Class Richard Holgreen, Army. Specialist 4 Richard Reed, Army. Sergeant First Class Gregory Relihan, Army. Private First Class Richard Render, Army. Donald Ross, Sr., Sergeant First Class, Army. First Sergeant Clyde Salih, Army. Petty Officer Third Class Vincent Scalia, Navy. Captain Robert Schaff, United States Marine Corps. Sergeant First Class Joseph Schultz, Army. Sergeant George Sidor, Army. Specialist 4 Bernard Shaw, Army. Airman Second Class Donald Shepard, United States Air Force. Staff Sergeant Jimmy Shipman, Army. Airman First Class Thomas Shrimplin, United States Air Force. Sergeant Frank Sloat, United States Marine Corps. Specialist 4 Ivan Smith, Army. Chief Petty Officer Robert Smith, Navy. Sergeant First Class William Smith, Army. Staff Sergeant Harold Snook, Army. Lieutenant Colonel Don Thompson, Army. Private John Trapp, Jr., Army. Command Sergeant Major Terry Trobow, Army. Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Yanekis, United States Air Force National Guard. Lieutenant Commander Lloyd Verhage, Navy. Staff Sergeant Curtis Wall, Army National Guard. Command Sergeant Major Robert Wayne, Sr., Army. Sergeant First Class John Williams, Army. Specialist 5 Marvin Zentz, Army. As we close our Memorial Day service, we would like to thank each of you who continue to support the Kansas Veteran Cemeteries. To all of those who had direct burial during the past couple of months, we will be calling next of kin soon to schedule a full service if you would like. Today we pray for all of those who have been affected by the pandemic, whether it was with sickness, loss of a loved one, donating supplies, or important plans that had to be changed. We thank you. Together, Americans are stronger, and there is no doubt that we will come out of the other side better than before. Most importantly, let's remember all of our veterans today and every day who have lost their lives in the war or when they return home. They are our nation's heroes. These beautiful cemeteries are a testament that we give the highest honor and respect to our veterans that they deserve. On Memorial Day, we observe the National Moment of Remembrance. I would like to remind everyone that at 3 p.m. on Memorial Day, May 25th, all Americans are asked to give a 1-minute moment of remembrance. This is an act of American unity and a shared moment of remembrance for our fallen heroes. God bless America. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you at Wreaths Across America in December.